So, what was your process as far as like finding a studio? Did you already know someone that had a studio, or like how did you find?
Honestly, I just was like calling around,
Mhm.
and I think one of my homegirls went with me to the studio, and I just went in there and I did it.
Yeah.
And the guys, the engineer that was in there, um they were saying it was such a good song, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, this is dope, this and that," and then it
Mhm.
just went from there. And then I like at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shy, like a
Yeah.
little bit, like because I was worried about what people were gonna think. And believe it or not, like JT from the City Girl, she was like around that time, she was like really pushing me. Like this is before they got big too. It was
Mhm.
like it was kind of happening around the same time. She was like, "No, you need to stop being scary. You need to sing, sing, sing." Like
Yeah.
she really was like putting. And then I was like nervous, but she was like, "Put it out." And then
Mhm.
I put it out, and then people gravitated towards it, and it just started from there, honestly.
That's what's up. So it sounds like you had a strong support group from the jump. Like when you started, like you had your friend that pushed you to go in, invested in you, and then you also had a friend that pushed you to make you go out there and put yourself in the forefront, put your music out there. So because that's a big curveball for a lot of people that just start, that had a talent, but they're so focused on what other people opinions on the music that they're too scared to even put it out.
Yeah, and I definitely learned a lot from like just being worrying about what people are gonna think. Like right now, I'm at a place where I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care if 10 people like it. Like I don't care. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it out, and it's it's my art, it's my craft, and I put a lot of passion into it, and
Mhm.
whoever like it gonna like it. That's just how I see it now, and I'm having fun with it. I'm not
Yeah.
being thinking too much about it. I think when you think too much about it, that's when it kind of like
Yeah.
it don't work out. Like, but when you just have fun, do what you love, I think that's when you get the best results.
That's one of the big lessons learning, as far as like when you starting off, because what end up happening is, especially nowadays, a lot of people are doing based off of what other people are doing, in a sense. Like they may hear something and they'll be afraid to do what their initial ideal is, because in their mind, well, they may not like it. Like they like it, they like the ideal of what they could create, but they'll do something different just because, well, they listen to that. So it'll sound more like that rather than just doing what they love to do.
That's true. Like I honestly, I wholeheartedly feel like I'm in a lane of my own.
Mhm.
Like it's not a lot of female singers coming out of Miami. That's number one. And
Yeah.
then that, not saying I'm the best singer, but like that sing the way that I sing,
Yeah.
and do what I do. I feel like I'm in my own lane. I really don't watch other people because I can't do them better than they do. I can
Yeah.
only do me. Like, so I just go with what I feel. I write about what I'm going through, and I just really like be myself. Like before, like even when I first started singing, I used to notice like when I first was coming out, I used to try to wear leotards and stuff like Beyonce, because she was the influence.
Yeah.
That's what you felt like you were supposed to do as an R&B singer. Like you got to dress like that. That
Yeah.
ain't me. I ain't Beyonce. I love her to death, but I could never be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just do what I just do me now. Like if I'm watching anybody, I'm watching the biggest, the greatest, and that's Beyonce. I ain't watching my peers, because everybody in the lane they own. I feel like Beyonce is the status quo. Like, so if anything, I'm watching her, but then I had to learn, like, you can't watch Beyonce because Beyonce is Beyonce. Can't nobody do Beyonce like Beyonce.
That's right.
So like now
That's
it's
right.
like I just do me. Like if going on stage with some jeans and a t-shirt on, that's what I feel comfortable in. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't trying to be like nobody else, just myself.
I think that's what's winning the most, like the organic, natural side of people, rather than replicating or duplicating something that we've
Right.
already seen. Like for example, Beyonce, right? I know a lot of singers that look up to her, and they even mimic her in the sense of how they do some of their deliveries and things of that sort, or how they may dress or do their hair. But the thing is, there's already Beyonce, and nobody's looking for the next Beyonce. They're looking for the next you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it takes you to put yourself in the forefront and focus on just you, honestly.